What is the value of a video game?
Video games? They're worthless!
Yeah, that's actually not what I wanted to talk about. No, this video is not about the educational or intellectual value of video games. It's literally about money, like in dollars, euros, donkeys, whatever the currency of your choice may be. A new game costs around 60 to 70 bucks and then slowly decreases in price over time. Unless it's a Nintendo game. In which case, it stays at launch price. Forever. Oh, Nintendo. But that full price game model is slowly beginning to crumble, with games and game publishers becoming more and more service and subscription oriented. Xbox Game Pass and its equivalents are on the rise, even for pure single player experiences. People can subscribe for a small fee and then play everything on their platform for free. It's Netflix for games. A small fee for many games? We all win, right? It's perfect! Well, yeah, that's what it looks like at first, but the more you think about it, the less and less attractive this model actually becomes. If you get something for free, your brain does not attach any value to it.
That's your reasoning? Are you insane?
Not quite, but let me explain. And during my explanation, I want you to think about this. Have you ever enjoyed something more because you spent money or spent more money on it? It doesn't have to be a game, just anything like food, a trip, a movie, whatever it is. Because all I'm about to tell you may just be a very, very small factor compared to this phenomenon that your brain does to yourself. So imagine, if you buy a game for 60 bucks and you're like an hour in and you're not quite convinced, you will probably still continue playing because you paid 60 bucks. Gotta get your money's worth, right? And hell, maybe 2 hours in, it really starts to make a huge turn and become really fun and engaging, and you're really glad you continued. Okay, if you still don't like it, you'll stop playing regardless. Or at least you should. Because if it's not fun, why bother? So now imagine playing the same game, but it was free. An hour in, or hell, even 10 minutes in, you're gonna stop and throw it away. You will never even get a chance to experience that 2-hour mark where it may become really, really fun for you. You do not attach any value to it, therefore you don't give it the same treatment as a $60 game. And this could possibly happen to all games. If you are completely unaffected by this, well, good for you. I'm not, and I think most of us do attach value to basically anything, if we're being honest. But there also is another aspect to this, and that kind of scares me. Because if these quote-unquote free games with services like Game Pass become the norm, it will have a huge impact on game development. It will basically be the same like YouTube, but for games. If you don't grab the attention of your player within like the first few minutes of the game, your player is gone. So developers will focus on these first few attention-grabbing minutes way more, which may hurt the game as a whole. I can also see microtransactions in AAA games becoming even more of a thing, because publishers don't just argue that they have to put them in, because they're essentially giving away their game for free. And if you want to know what that leads, well, look no further than the mobile gaming market. This happens when the full price game model completely fails. Do we really want to end there? Okay, so far I've only talked about big budget games. But what about smaller ones? Indie games don't cost as much in the first place, so it shouldn't really make that much of a difference, right? Except it does, and the big one at that. Price is often the reason why people buy indie games in the first place. You don't want to commit 60 bucks to a new game. Completely understandable. Just grab an indie game for 10 bucks or even less and have fun. Your expectations are lower, and if they aren't met, well, you only spent 10 bucks. So now, take price out of this equation. Indie games now have to compete with multi-million-dollar big budget productions. You pay the same, so you expect the same, right? And well, yes, while some indie games can actually compete with those big budget titles, for the majority of them, losing price as a differentiating factor really hurts. So what's the bottom line then? Is this Netflix for games concept all bad? No, it certainly isn't. Getting access to a lot of games for cheap is a really great thing. Because maybe you find something you really like that you wouldn't even have tried out otherwise. This can also help raise awareness and popularity of many great games. Just be aware, like with everything in life, subscription services for games also do have their fair share of downsides, which in this case could even influence game development as a whole. But since the stone has already started rolling, I don't think there's much we can do. Just watch how things develop and maybe vote with your wallet when things turn into a bad direction. So if you want to share your opinion on this topic, I'm really curious, please do so in the comments. But for now, thanks for watching the video, like it if you liked it, and I will hope to see you all in the next one. Take care!